And the Oro Valley Town Council on Wednesday narrowly approved a new use sales tax. And here's what this means for you. The use sales tax is set at 2.5%. It applies to items purchased online or outside Oro Valley when the town's tax was not already paid. It does not raise the existing sales tax, and it does not double tax purchases. The tax would take effect July 1st of this year. And let's go now to News 4 Tucson's Japhet Serrato. You're live in Oro Valley. And Japhet, you spoke with the Chamber of Commerce on what businesses are saying about this.
Yeah, I did, Monica. The CEO of the Greater Oro Valley Chamber says she opposes this new tax, and many local businesses here do too. But the town's chief financial officer says this tax is needed to boost revenue. Oro Valley's chief financial officer, David Gephardt, says for years the town has relied heavily on growth-related taxes, like construction, to pay the bills. But he says that model is no longer working.
The town has approached build-out. Those revenues have not produced at historical norms, and thus, town general fund revenues have dipped.
Gephardt says inflation and rising costs pushed him to propose 3 new taxes, each at 2.5%, to stabilize revenue.
This is very, very strategic.
On Wednesday, the town council rejected the taxes on telecommunication services and commercial rentals, but approved a use tax in a 4-3 vote. A use tax applies when you buy items online or outside Oro Valley and no local tax was paid at purchase. So those items are taxed the same as local purchases when used here. The tax is set at 2.5% and takes effect this July. The CEO of the Greater Oro Valley Chamber of Commerce, Kristen Sharp, who represents nearly 300 businesses within town limits, says business owners often look out of state to cut costs,
which ultimately saves the consumer money because they're not spending as much money.
Sharp says those cost-saving decisions can be critical, especially when business margins are thin.
Sometimes those cost-saving measures, when your margins are razor thin, just make it worth it to purchase outside.
Officials say the use tax could generate at least $375,000 a year for the town. Reporting live in Oro Valley, Japhet Serrato, News 4 Tucson.